In this video, we're going to learn how to add a membership site area for a free membership. So let's go ahead and go to our builders, Pixel Perfect, and new website. And I'm just going to use a blank website so you can see everything I'm doing. So I'm going to choose blank, and I'll scroll down and choose the blank layout clean and click edit. Here I am on a completely blank website, and I'm going to click save, and I'm going to name my website. So what I need to do is first make sure that I identify this as my default layout. So I'm going to go to Pages. There's my default layout. I'm going to call this the unprotected area. So I'm going to go into the layout settings, and I'm going to call it unprotected. And I'm doing that so that every time you see me use that particular layout, you know that's unprotected. It's not restricted at all. So I'm going to click Save. And now I need to create a membership layout. These are going to have the pages that are protected so that only people that have permission to get in will be able to see those pages. So I'm just going to create a new layout. So I'm going to go back to my layout area. There's my unprotected area. I'm going to add a layout. And it's just going to be a blank page. And I'm going to name this layout Protected Area 1 and confirm. This is our protected area. It's not protected yet. It's just a plain layout right now, but we're going to protect it. So let's go ahead and first go back to our home page. And I'm going to just call this home page. So I'm going to put some text on here to identify it as home page. And now I'm going to go ahead and think about what I'm creating for my people. They're going to be able to create a username and password, and they're going to be able to access this protected area for free. So the first thing I need to do is make sure they have a way of getting into the area. So I need a registration and a login button. So I'm going to go to plus and buttons. And here's all my buttons. I'm going to click login button here, and I'm going to choose just this one right here. And this is a login register button. I'll put it right up there in the header so that every single page in this layout will have that button on there. And then I'm going to right click on here, and I'm going to go to action after they log in, and I'm going to allow them to go to that other page, not the home page, but the home one, which is in the protected area. So when they log in, they'll get access to that area. So I'm going to click that and click OK. I've done quite a few things, so I'm going to click Save and then Save again. So what that's going to do is when they log in, they're going to get access. It's going to send them straight to that first page in the protected area. I can also have an action after they log out. So if I choose that one, I choose page, I can choose that when they log out, they go back to the home page and then click OK. And again, that's a pretty big change. So I'm going to save and then save again. And now we need to go ahead and decide to restrict our area. And we need to set up a restricted area setting. So I'm going to go to my double gears. I'm going to go to restricted area setting. And I don't have anything set up yet, but this is like setting up the lock. So I'm going to add a lock by clicking add restricted area. And this is going to be the free membership. And they can register by putting in their email and their password. I can automatically grant them access if they register, or I can release it if they confirm their email list. I'm going to go ahead and choose automatically grant to the restricted area. That way they put in their name and their email, they're going to automatically get an account and they'll be able to see that area. Right here you can set the initial page. I've already done that on the login button, so I'm not going to do that again. And then right here you can integrate Mailing Boss by putting in your public and private key if it's not put in there already. And then you choose which list you want them to be a part of by checking the list, and then you click Save. So now we've set it up so that we've got a lock, and now we need to apply that lock to the layout. So I'm going to go to my page icon, I'm going to go to my protected area, and I'm going to click the arrow. And right here I need to apply the lock to this layout. So I'm going to click the padlock. There's my free membership lock. I'm going to click on it to apply it and confirm. And now you see that it's check marked. The only way to get into this area now is to have a username and password to get in. So let's go ahead and name this page. protected area. And I'm going to click Save and Save again. And now it should be all set up so that all I have to do is register and I get access to this area. So let's go ahead and publish our website and test it out. So here we are on the live site, and I'm going to go ahead and go to Login and Register. And instead of logging in, I'm going to click the Register button, and I'm going to create a registration email and name. So I've got my email, my name, and my password in there, and I'm going to click Register. And what this should do is it should register an account in the background and then send me immediately to the protected area to be able to access that page. And now we're logged in and we've gotten into the protected area. So that's how you create a free membership area inside the Pixel Perfect website builder in Builderall. I'm going to show you how to make a protected area where a customer has to pay to get into it. So the first thing I need to do is create my membership area. So I'm going to go to Double Gears and Restricted Area Settings. And I've got my free membership area. Now I'm going to create a paid membership area. So I'm going to click Add Restricted Area. And I'll go up at the top and I'm going to call this paid membership. And I'm going to allow people to sign up with their email and password. And down here under grant access, I'm going to choose manual payment. This means that I can manually approve them, or they'll be automatically approved if they go through a payment process. I'm going to set my login buttons to access the restricted area, so I do not need to set the initial page. And I can connect to MailingBoss if I want to by choosing the appropriate list, by clicking the list and assigning what list is to that membership. I'm going to unselect for training purposes, and I'm going to click Save. And now I have a new lock for paid membership. The next thing I need to do is create the layout that goes with that. So I've got Protected Area 1. I'm going to create Protected Area 2. So I'm going to go Blank Layout, call it Protected Area 2, which is the paid membership, and click Confirm. Then in the paid membership area, I've got one page. I'm going to edit that page and call this the paid membership area. There we go. And now we need to go ahead and set up a way so that people can purchase and get access to this area. So I'm going to go all the way back to my first home page, and we're going to create a checkout on this page to allow the customer to make a purchase and purchase into the paid area. Before I add the checkout, I need to create the offer. So I'm going to go into my checkout settings. So I'm going to go to the shopping bag. The first thing I need to do is set up my payment manager. So I'm going to set up PayPal, and I'm going to type in the nickname and confirm. And I'm going to set up the actual email and then save. So now I've set up a payment processor. I could choose Stripe, Braintree, or Authorize.net along with PayPal. The next thing I need to do is create an offer manager. So I'm going to click Offer Manager. This is empty, so I'm going to go ahead and add a new offer. I'm going to call this the testing offer. And I'm going to do the description the same. Payment method is Shelly's PayPal. Default currency is US dollars. There's no expiration date. I'm not going to send it to a MailingBoss list, but you could if you wanted to. You could add an image there. You can add an automated email theme here. I choose the default. I can set up a thank you page, and then I click Next. On the item, I'm going to use the same name, testing offer. I'm going to set it to 5 cents. Description's the same. I can add a picture. And right here's the most important part of this. I'm going to check member area, and then here I have to release the paid membership area. So I'm going to click that and then click Save and Confirm. So now I've got my saved area, and I want to make sure that I assign that paid membership lock to the layout. So I'm going to close the checkout system. I'm going to go back to my layouts to Protected Area 2, click my arrow, click my padlock. There's my paid membership. I'm going to apply the paid membership lock to this layout by clicking it and confirm. And now that area is protected. So now I've got the restricted area settings, which was my lock, the layout I've applied the lock to, I've created an offer, and now I'm going to go ahead and set up a checkout. Now I'm going to go back to the home page, and I'm going to go ahead and put a checkout right on the home page so that they can purchase the paid membership area. So I'm going to go to plus, checkout, and click the checkout. Then I'm going to choose my offer and click confirm. And there's my checkout area. If I want to change the settings so this looks differently, I can right click and I can go to appearance. And there's a few choices I have to change the appearance of the offer, but everything should be set up so that they could go through the checkout purchase to be able to access the paid membership area. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a thank you page because we've got two membership areas. So it's really important to remember that we need to navigate between the two. So I'm going to go to the page icon, and in the unprotected area, I'm going to click the arrow, take a look at the pages, and I'm going to add a page called a thank you page. So it's just going to be a blank page. I'm going to name it thank you. And on this page, I'm going to identify it as a thank you page. And then we're going to put two buttons. We're going to put a button to the free area and a button to the paid area. So I'm going to go to plus and buttons, and I'll add these two buttons. So let's right click this and we'll call this the free area. And then we'll call this one the paid membership area. Now I'm going to right click this button and go to action, and we'll send it to a page. And this page is going to be the free membership area, which is home 1. And then the paid membership area, we're going to go to action, page, and this one's going to be home 2. And then I'm going to save that and save again. And now when I go to the thank you page, it's going to give me an option to go into the free membership area or the paid membership area. First of all, to get into the free membership area, I have to have a username and password. To get into the paid, I have to have a username and password and have gone through the payment process to be able to get into that paid area. So I'm going to go to my offer manager, and I'm going to set my thank you page to this thank you page. So I'm going to go to offer manager. There's my offer. I'm going to edit, and I'm going to change this to the thank you page. And then I'm going to click next and save and confirm. And now I've done a lot of changes, so I'm going to save and save again. And now what should happen is when I register, I get access to the free membership area. If I pay, I'll get access to the paid membership area. So let's go ahead and do a test purchase and see if we can get into that paid membership area. All right, so let's go ahead and make our purchase. If I was just going to access the free area, I could just register, but I want into the paid area and the free area, so I'm going to pay. So I'm going to go to next, and I'm going to fill out my information. And now I'll go ahead and purchase the product, so I'll click buy. And now that I've paid for it, if I scroll down to the bottom, I have return to merchant. And if you remember, my return page was the thank you page. So this should take us to the thank you page. There's our thank you page, and let's see if we have access to the membership area. So that's the free area. Now I'll go back, and we'll see if we have access to the paid membership area. So now everything works as it should. So that's how you set up a paid membership area along with a free membership area inside of the Pixel Perfect Builder in Builderall.